damage is what mine does. A silver one, if you were to max it out, will give you a 1700 damage bonus, and a bronze one will give you 1000 extra damage added per attack. So that's why, obviously, if you can get yourself your hands on a gold power core, you're your money. And they're not always easy to get because you need to get 4-star dupes for the most part. You can get lucky. This game does offer these gold power cores in 3-star dupes, duplicates, but the odds are quite rare. But I have gotten some pretty good ones off of 3-star bots, so you just never know. You might get lucky, and just that's what I would just. My advice would be just to have fun, play the game, and if you get them, you get them. That's great, but don't spend too much chasing. Otherwise, you could be very, very upset. There are different rarities to these power cores, and certain ones will definitely pop more than others. And from my understanding, and so far after opening, 300 to 400 crystals since those HQ ones came out, I only got that one gold point defense beam, and then 2 of the silver ones. So they don't pop very often. So it's a pretty rare core to get. Another core that I want to touch up on is the missile launcher core. So this is another rare core that's in the game here, and it's a specific core that only works on your missile launchers. The universal core, which I will touch upon later, can go on almost everything, but this is just for missile launchers, and they're laser guided, attacking one single target. And at a maxed gold one here, mine's dealing 71% of its original damage, but all of the missiles, so that's 130 damage per second, is hitting that one target, which is really cool, and can really take down gunners and bots with weak health very quickly. And here I've got a gold one at level 11, and it's 74% damage. So as you can see, the gold ones are way nicer if you can get them, but as I was saying, the guided missile is a very rare core. So you can see, once you max out that guided missile, you can get it up to 78% damage of its original damage, but that's all attacking one target. The next core that I want to touch up on is, let's go take a look at them actually. Let's go back to the building cores here, is the Mortar Core. Now, there are 2 Mortar Cores in the game. One of them is the Incendiary, and that one adds a fire explosion damage over 6 seconds and 20% extra attack damage. But the only negative thing is there's no knockback anymore, so the bots don't get distracted when they're attacking you like they would with a normal mortar shot. The target protocol prioritizes gunners and medics. The attack range increases by 15%, and the damage reduced to 64%. So of course, the more you level it up, the damage reduced from the mortar shot will go down, but in reality, you're making the mortar worse. I am not a big fan of this target protocol, and I'm not a big fan of this Incendiary either. And the reason why, I'll let you know a little bit later. But I just wanted to touch up on the 2 different mortar power cores in the game. Now, for the autocannon, there is the explosive shells, and there's only 1 core for the autocannons. And this is a very, very nice core. If you've got a gold one, I would use it. The silver ones are pretty nice too. And if you max that one out, it'll deal a percentage of the original damage, but it does AoE effect to everything in that area. So you're doing more damage to bots that are grouped. So I really like this power core if you can get your hands on some strong ones. Touch up on missile cores. And then there's the laser turret. The laser turret has the anti-air laser core, and this one adds 36% attack range. So the range is larger, and the damage is significantly stronger, but it can only attack airborne targets, meaning that if you were to use a ground force against a base full of these anti-air lasers, the anti-lasers would not work at all. So that's why I'm not a big fan of this one either, because people can plan for war. If I see 4 anti-air lasers maxed out, I'm laughing, because I can just use a gunner team or one of my rush teams, and these things are useless. I don't like it at all. I'm not a big fan. And that brings me to, last but not least, the Universal Power Cores. I love the Universal Power Cores. I think they're the best power cores of all of them, with exception to that Guided Missile Core. And I like the armor the most. Unfortunately, it's a very, very rare power core to get. I've only gotten one after all this time. And as you can see here, it adds an extra 12% building health, basically, once you max it out. And the reason why, and I've also used the silver ones a lot. And I like to put them on things like mortars, because once you add it to a mortar, the health increases, and there are less people out there able to one-shot your mortars. And I love it even on the new HQ-16 mortars. I'm going to put armor on those. And the reason why is because even people with a 4-star Superion. Let me show you my 4-star Superion here. My 4-star Superion at level 12 cannot take out a maxed mortar with the gold core on it, the gold armor core on it. So I tried out his Death Ray, and that deals over 4,000 damage to a single target. It cannot take out a maxed armor mortar with the gold plating on it. It had a little sliver left, so I'm pretty confident that if I got my Superion to level 13, I could take that out. And so you have to ask yourself, how many people have level 13 plus Superions out there? Not a whole lot. So that's why I recommend putting armor on basically on everything if you can. If you got armor, gold armors, put them on everything. Another power core I want to touch up on of the Universal lot is is the Attack Core. Now, the Attack Core is a Universal Core that's just very good overall for everything. You just can't go wrong with this one, because it just adds attack damage. So when you're lost and you don't know what to put on your defense, stick on the Attack Core, because that one will at least add some extra damage to your base defenses. And if you were to max this one out, I don't think I have enough to max it out, but you can get it up to 11% extra damage boost to defenses. So I put that on everything because it's a pretty common core. You get a lot of them, or you'll get more of them than everything else. And so you can see I've got mostly these gold attack cores. And last but not least is the self-repair core. And that's another one that I really like. It's rare, you don't get as many of them. But I like it because if your defense is near a mortar or something that has, if someone tries to use an AoE attack on your mortar and he tries to take out the other defenses in the area, at least the cannon has a little bit more health and can survive most jazz or mixmaster shots, and then your cannon will be able to heal itself enough before the other bots get in range to attack it. So that's why I do like the attack core, whereas someone attacks you with a jazz strike to your mortar and there's only a little sliver left, that cannon is basically a goner when the enemies get to it anyway. So if you've got clump defenses, I like that self-repair option on strong health buildings like cannons. So that's about it for this video. I've touched up on all the different base cores. I would like to mention that you can see here on this list here, there's 2 spots open on the right. And currently we have no cores for the shock towers, and we have no cores for, what am I missing, guys? Shock towers and the lasers. The lasers have no cores, so that'll be interesting to see what kind of cores they implement for the laser and the shock tower. It'd be awesome to see the laser being able to take out air defenses too. I wonder if they're going to do like an anti-air laser. That would be pretty sick, right? So we'll see if what Space 8 will do with those two. So yeah, that's about it for this video on bot cores. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to watch, base cores. If you want to watch my other videos on bot cores, they're in my playlist below. And yeah, if you have any questions or want me to do a video on something or touch up on something, just shoot me a message in the comments below, and I'll be happy to accommodate. This is Alpha Prime or Prime Union signing out. Thanks for watching.